What if I told you that some of the smartest crimes in history weren't at the ones splashed across every headline, but the ones that slipped quietly under the radar? Heists so clever, so perfectly executed, that even today investigators are left scratching their heads. From stolen diamonds to vanished masterpieces, these robberies will make you question, what's the perfect crime? Stay with me, because you are about to hear 5 of the most genius heists you've probably never heard of. And before we dive in, if you love stories of high IQ escapes, unsolved mysteries, and legendary crimes, make sure you subscribe to Obsidian Blueprint so you don't miss the next mastermind tale. Number 5, the Antwerp Diamond Heist, 2003. It's called the heist of the century. In February 2003, a team of Italian thieves pulled off the largest diamond theft in history, right under the noses of one of the most secure vaults in the world. The Antwerp Diamond Center in Belgium was supposed to be impenetrable. 8 layers of security stood between the thieves and their prize. Heat detectors, Doppler radar, magnetic fields, seismic sensors, cameras, and a vault with a 100 million volt lock. And yet, they got in. The mastermind, Leonardo Notarbartolo, spent years posing as a diamond dealer, blending into Antwerp's high society. He studied every weakness, recruited the best specialists, a locksmith, an alarm expert, a safecracker. On the night of February 15th, they bypassed every sensor, rewired cameras, and even used hairspray to block thermal detectors. By dawn, $100 million in diamonds, gold, and jewels had vanished. Here's the kicker. The police only caught them because of one mistake. Notarbartolo tossed a bag of evidence into the woods, and it was found. But the diamonds, they were never recovered. Number 4, Banco Central Burglary, Brazil, 2005. Imagine walking into a bank vault and finding $70 million in cash, and no alarm going off. That's exactly what happened in Fortaleza, Brazil. In August 2005, a group of men rented a house 2 blocks from the bank. Over 3 months, they dug a 250-foot tunnel, complete with lights, air conditioning, and wood paneling, to reach directly under the vault. When the weekend came, they broke through the floor, hauled out more than 3 tons of money, and disappeared. On Monday morning, employees found the vault ransacked, with nothing left but a gaping hole in the floor. It remains one of the largest bank robberies in history, and despite dozens of arrests, the bulk of the money has never been recovered. To this day, people still whisper about how a crime of that scale could be planned under everyone's nose. Number 3, the Gardner Museum Theft, 1990. This is the most valuable art theft in history, and it's still unsolved. On the night of March 18, 1990, 2 men dressed as Boston police officers walked up to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. They claimed they were responding to a disturbance, and the guards let them in. Big mistake. The imposters tied the guards up and spent 81 minutes walking calmly through the museum, cutting priceless masterpieces from their frames. They stole 13 works, including pieces by Vermeer, Rembrandt, and Degas, valued at over $500 million. What's insane is that decades later, the empty frames still hang on the walls as a haunting reminder of what was lost. The paintings have never resurfaced. The FBI suspects organized crime was involved, but no one knows for sure. It's a heist that turned into legend, proof that sometimes the boldest crimes live in shadows forever. Number 2, the Carlton Hotel Heist, France, 1994. Picture this. A luxury hotel on the French Riviera, glittering jewels on display in a high-end boutique. And then, in less than 3 minutes, it's all gone. In 1994, 3 men armed with nothing but pistols stormed the Carlton Hotel in Cannes. But here's the twist. They didn't fire a single shot. With precision, they smashed display cases and stuffed bags with $30 million in jewelry. Then, just as quickly, they vanished into the crowd. The crime was so slick, so movie-like, that some say it directly inspired scenes in Hollywood films. Even crazier? Many of the jewels were never recovered. The Carlton heist remains one of Europe's most glamorous, bloodless crimes. Number 1. The Hatton Garden Heist, London, 2015. Now let's fast forward to London, Easter weekend, 2015. While most people were enjoying holiday dinners, a group of unlikely criminals was breaking into a vault in the city's jewelry district. But these weren't young hotshots. They were retirees, men in their 60s and 70s. In fact, newspapers later called them the bad grandpas. Over 4 days, they drilled through a 2-foot-thick concrete wall to access safety deposit boxes. Inside, cash, diamonds, and jewelry worth nearly $200 million. For a moment, it seemed like the perfect crime. But their downfall came not from high-tech police work, but from old-fashioned surveillance. Investigators tracked their movements, tapped their phones, and eventually arrested them. Still, much of the loot was never found. So there you have it, 5 genius heists that stunned the world, each proving that sometimes brains really do beat brawn. From tunnels under cities to fake police uniforms, these crimes show just how far human creativity and greed can go. But here's the question. If you had to choose one, which heist would you join? The diamond job, the art theft, or the bad grandpa's last ride? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think.